Hey YouTube, it's Susie's on the scene. I just dropped my son off at school. I'm waiting on these kids to cross and all these other people to get out of my way. What's today? Thursday? Tomorrow's Good Friday. The kids are gonna be out of school, but I gotta go to work. Boo. Of course, a lot of my coworkers say they taking off tomorrow, but heck, I'm the type. A lot of times I rather go to work when there's not that many people there, cause I can concentrate on my work better. Cause I ain't got nobody to talk to. Wrong with me. My problem is not going to sleep or falling asleep, it's staying asleep. So I just need something to help me stay asleep. Cause this 2, 3, no more than 4 hours of sleep every night is, I'm functioning because I think the only reason why I be functioning is because I exercise. So my blood is flowing, you know, but I'm still kind of fatigued, you know what I'm saying? So, only reason why I don't fall out on my face is because I'm active, but I'm still tired. My body, I don't know. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, man. It's just, I just know I'm not getting enough sleep. Now, I don't necessarily gotta have 8 hours. If I get 5, 6, that'd be cool. If I get 5, 6, that'd be cool. Because the thing is, you know, when I wake up, I get on Twitter, I get on Facebook, I get on the phone, or my other insomniac friends will call and be like, "You sleep?" I'm like, "Nope." You know, and we talk on the phone, hey, but I'll think of something. But y'all give me y'all suggestions, please. Dun he gonna be out of school today, so he at home with daddy, and I gotta go to work. Boo. Yeah, but nothing too eventful. Well, let me take that lie back. Let me take that lie back on her. Yesterday, I was at work and we had a meeting, and when we left out of the meeting, it was lunchtime. So some of my co-workers, team members, went in the cafeteria to get us something to eat. I wasn't in the mood for none of that stuff. Cause they were like, they got baked chicken. I'm like, yeah, but the baked chicken greasy. So, I mean, that's defeating the purpose. So, I was like, I got back to my desk and I was doing some work or whatever. I'm like, well, I'm finna go and get me something to eat. Cause I had every intentions of going and getting something healthy. But that didn't happen. Because when I got out there, I got in the car, sat there for a minute, let it warm a little taste, because it was already warm outside. So I pulled out the parking space, and I'm feeling, it feel wobbly. And I'm like, wait a minute. Then I drove a little bit more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I said, oh, flat tire. I don't want no flat tire. And see, my back passenger wheel, it got a slow leak in it. And I put air in it periodically because I got an air pump. And last time I went to get the people to look at it, they was like, there's nothing wrong with this tire. My daddy says it's around the stem, you know, the thing where you put the air in. He said, there's something going on with that, the reason why I keep going down. And I tell the people that, and they don't pay no attention to me, like I don't know what I'm talking about. So yesterday, that junk was through. So I was like, well, let me park somewhere, because I had already drove around or whatever. I was like, well, let me park in one of these spots that's kind of far out, so I won't be in no bad way. So, you know, I went to the trunk and pulled out all my stuff and this and this and that. And I'm like, no. First thing I did, I got my air pump, and then I was like, hey, I got some Fix-A-Flat. So I put some Fix-A-Flat in there. It didn't do a thing. I put some air to let the air run. It didn't do a thing. I'm like, man, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, this junk off the rim. She was like, okay. And I got out the phone with her, and then I'm out there still trying to do this stuff. It's like, soon as I get out the car, well, not soon as I got out the car, but when I was pumping the Fix-A-Flat in there and trying to pump the air in there, I got a text. And it was from my friend Robert. They worked there too, but he was in class, so he couldn't come help me. And he was just telling me, you know, he said, what's up? I guess he could just feel someone, right? I was like, I heard trying to fix my flat. He said, where they do that? I was like, I said, he can't hear the phone ringing. I was about to panic. And he ain't say nothing, you know. And so I got out the phone, you know, I stopped texting him, and I texted Elliot. I said, I need your help. And I know he was in the middle of doing some stuff, so, you know, I ain't no telling how long it was gonna be before he read his text. So, and plus he been having problems with his phone. So I called him, you know, one of my friends, old manager, and I said, look, I said, are you busy? No. She was saying no, like she didn't want to do whatever it was I was gonna ask her. Well, she be wearing the heck out of me, so she need to do what I asked her anyway. I said, I need you to go over there and get Elliot and tell him to come and help me change my tire. And she was like, okay. And I got to follow up. And she's in so by the time me and Elliot had got one bolt off, that's when my friend texted me. I said, man, these bolts hard to come off. So he said, you're gonna have to stand on the thing that you twisting. I was like, okay. So, you know, I'm texting him and I'm telling Eddie what to do, because I don't think he ever changed no tire. I mean, he know, I guess he know the concept, but he ain't never just had to change no tire. I said, first I loosened the second one. I loosened up the first one actually. You know, because he wasn't on it hard. And then the second one, I was like, okay, I'm holding the thing on there, and then I'm pushing my foot down on it. And I got that one off. So he looking at me like, oh, okay. So, cause I'm you know, texting dude, he'll tell me what to do, so I go back and I do this. And I know at first Elliot was like, what are you doing? Who is you talking to? We trying to take her a bid. I'm like, I'm getting instruction. He ain't never asked me. He was just looking. He like, you ready? I'm like, yeah. I never did tell him, you know, I was talking about asking him what to do. But he tried to, you know, press his weight down on the third one. Nothing. He almost failed a couple of times. I said, I said, I'm gonna do that. And I went to do that third one. It wasn't going because the thing kept slipping out. And I was trying to hold it on there, but it still kept slipping out. So I was like, you hold it. You hold it right here on the boat, and hold this part right here. I said, but I'm putting my foot right here. He was like, okay. So he holding it on there, and I'm smashing down on there, and it just loosen up. He said, it's moving. I'm like, good. And I had to do each one on like that like 3 times. And then he would finish taking it loose. So he was just standing there looking at me. He said, how much do you weigh? I said, 290. He said, see, that don't make no sense for them folks to have them things on that tight, because every time I get my tire changed or whatever, or get the brakes looked at, they using that air pump, power pump, whatever thing. So they had it on too tight. He said, that don't make no sense. You gotta use 290 pounds of pressure to take your tire off your car. Cause he weighed like, I think 180, 190, something like that. And he was like, that don't make no sense. But he ended up hurting his hand. Cause he kept trying to turn it and trying to be He-Man and stuff. And I'm like, dog, that ain't working. I don't care how many weights you lift, that is not working. But I kept telling him, thank you, and I was like, he gave me a hug, a real hug. I have seen him give me one arm hug and crap. He gave me a real hug, and I was like, thank you. And then he said, you drive slow and pay attention to that wheel. Make sure it don't come off. I'm like, okay. So I went on to McDonald's. I don't have no intentions of going to McDonald's, but I had spent a doggone hour out there playing with the doggone tire. So that was the only place I could really go and not be gone too long. I still ended up having to take an hour off of leave or whatever. But he texted me, I was like, first I texted him, I said, you want something to eat? And he was like, nah. And he said, is the tire good? I'm like, yeah, it's good. And then I got back to work and stuff. And I had texted him, I said, you a good man, I don't care what they say about you. He ain't respond to that. And I think maybe an hour or two later, this lady and his team, probably about an hour and a half later, this lady and his team, Miss James, she saw me, she was walking by my team, and she looked down the aisle, and she saw me talking to this other lady, and she was like, you. I was like, hey. She like, and she pointing, and she like, and then she do this. I'm like, I needed him. I was like, I needed him. I'm like, he'll be all right. And so I texted him, I said, I'm sorry you hurt your hand. I said, Miss Jen said she gonna hit me in the eye. He said, for real? I said, yeah. Like, an hour after that, he had already got home. And then he texted me, asked me how did the tire hold up on my way home. And I was like, well, nah, I ain't left yet. I said, I was doing a little bit of overtime. I said, well, I'm gonna let you know when I get home. And so, when I got home and stuff, I texted him. I said, I'm good. And I was like, thanks again, whatever. And I asked him, I said, well, what you doing? He said, laying down. I'm like, I'm sure you are. So, yeah. I'm glad he my friend. I got a lot of friends around there, but I'm glad he my friend. Because he gonna come and do what I need him to do. And I ain't got time to be waiting. Well, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. No, dog, you need to come home. And he came on. But yeah. That's all. I'll talk to you good people later. Peace.